The next point is conducting the meaningful appraisal. Like that, I was telling, if they are working in the same position, also industry-wise, or the nature of work they do, we cannot compare such type of, appraisals. That's why we have to have a performance appraisal system which is applicable to the industry, applicable to the organization, and applicable to the nature of the work they do. Third one is design job to appeal to talented people. When you are doing a job design, that work measurement by using work measurement method, synthetic method, all these methods you use to design the job. It is an engineering department, and how much work or how much energy is required to complete this job and all. You might have seen in FW Taylor's scientific management method and all, in studying the HRP, human resource planning chapter in your HRM. You might have studied the job design, how the job design is done with the methods used to do the job design and all. So while designing the job, we have to be very careful that it should not look like a boring job, because we are not talking about here a person who is working with a machinery, or a person who is packing, or a person who is driving your transportation logistic vehicle. So I'm talking here about the executive people. So that executive people, when they're applying to a job, usually that people, they look for the roles and responsibility category. What are the roles and responsibility I have to have in this organization? So you have to design your job, vacanted job, or you have to design your already the job which is there in a such a way that that should engage the employee. Means that job should have the uh, person, if the person should feel that I belong to this job belong to me, such type of attachment should happen with the job. When that type of attachment will have, it should that should create a passion towards the job, okay, commitment towards job. Such kind of attributes or characters of the job should be there when you design the job. And the talented people will, some people will like taking challenges, some people will take trying new creative things. Such people will, they feel like, oh, this job looks great to me. The new person, if you are acquiring the person who is already there in your organization, if he is daily routine, he is just doing a planning and organizing every day, some kind of routine work is doing, then definitely he'll get bored of this job. So we should give him a challenges, new challenges, new platforms to work for him, so that he can break the monotony and he can work enthusiastically, learn new things and all. Okay. Next point: assign the right talent to the right job. Say for example, you have the three people, they are having the same qualification, same set of experience. Okay, you have acquired them to a marketing department. The person who is very creative in thinking, but he is a quiet person. In a marketing department, you might say the person, how a marketing guy can be quiet, ma'am. They should be very good in communication. They should be very appealing to the audience. No, it is not necessary. The marketing, there will be in the marketing department also, the person who cannot, communicate, who cannot mingle with, socialize with the people, but he is a creative person. He can sit somewhere and he can, contribute. He can give a innovative idea, a creative idea. Such person can be assigned to a, instead of giving him a South Zone sales manager post, you can assign that person to a, research department from as a marketing representative, because he's a creative person. There in a research department, much of talking is not necessary. The ideas, if you generate, it is very important there. So such type of, right person should get the right job. You may say that in selection only, ma'am, we know the definition of human resource planning. That time only we have planned that right person, right place, right time. How much ever you plan it, when you place the person after taking a performance appraisal after 1 year, 2 year, you'll get to know that whether the person is fitting to the particular job or not. So you can always, have this combination trial and error method of job rotation, what we call. By doing that also, you can assess that which person is performing in a which job better. So that's how we can give the right person to a right job. And in such situation, the person who can do which thing better will be very much satisfied that I'm good in this, I'm doing this. So I'm happy. I love this job. Like such type of attitude will develop in an employee so that he will not leave your organization. Then choose the right location to attract and retain the right talent. Uh, uh, like choose right location means it is we are talking about a physical location here. The physical location means the cities you perform. See, you are in an international organization, like multinational organization. You have a head, your subsidiaries all over the world. You have your subsidiary in San Francisco, New York, Delhi, Germany. Everywhere you have your, in London you have one office, in Boston you have one office, like that. In India also you have in a Bangalore, you have in Delhi, Chennai, like that. So what if a Chennai person is recruited in Chennai, selected in Chennai, and he posted to Bangalore? His family is in Chennai, and he's performing the same role. What he should perform in the Chennai office, and he's performing the same role in the Bangalore office. Whether he or she will be satisfied? No, definitely by staying away from the family, or sacrificing their personal happiness, definitely that person will not perform well, because he thinks that in Chennai there is a branch manager that can,
Ma'am, your voice is not audible, ma'am. We are not able to listen. Still, we are not able to listen. We are not able to listen, ma'am.